پہ ہوا ظلم یہ کیسا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، داماد پیمبر کا لہو کس نے بہایا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، زینب کے کلیجے پہ چلا ظلم کا خنجر، روتی ہے تڑپ کر جبریل خبر غم کی سنانے جو ہی آیا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، اس ظلم سے آغاز ہوا کر وہ بلا کا، ہر لب پہ ہے نوحہ، مصروف ہے ماتم میں محمد کا گھرانہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، حسنین چلے گھر سے خبر غم کیے پا کر، کہتے تھے یہ رو کر اب ضبط کا یاراں نہیں پٹتا ہے کلیجا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، بیٹھی تھی سرہانے کوئی پیروں کو سنبھالے، کرتی رہی نالے، 19ویں تاریخ کو اس طرح گزارا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، پھر غسل و کفن شب و شبیر نے دے کر، زینب کو بلا کر، گھر والوں کو بھی آخری دیدار کرایا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، 21ویں رمضان کا دن تھا کہ قیامت آئی تھی مصیبت، زینب نے کہا وقت یتیمی ہے ہمارا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ، گھر سے جو چلا ہے در و صفدر کا جنازہ، تھا شور بکا کا، ہر فرد یہ کہتا تھا کہ فریاد خدایا، اے مسجد کوفہ، اے مسجد کوفہ،
MashaAllah, Shazal, good, like always. Please recite a loud salawat. I'm going to request now Brother Hashim, not me, another Hashim. He's going to recite Salam Bahuzur Maula Ali alayhi salam. Salawat pad lijiyega.
حضرت علی کی شہادت کے حوالے سے تمام نکلا ہے جنازہ کوئی اللہ کے گھر سے، نکلا ہے جنازہ کوئی اللہ کے گھر سے، افلاک میں ایک شور ہے ماتم کے اثر سے، نکلا ہے اور افسوس کے مسجد میں نمازی گیا مارا، افسوس کے مسجد میں نمازی گیا مارا، کچھ کم نہیں یہ حشر قیامت کے اثر سے، نکلا ہے اور زینب سے یہ کہہ دو کہ وہ دل کھول کے روئے، زینب سے یہ کہہ دو کہ وہ دل کھول کے روئے، شبیر کی ہمشیر ہے رونے کو نہ کر سے، نکلا ہے او عباس ذرا زینب مضطر سے خبردار، عباس ذرا زینب مضطر سے خبردار، فریاد میں ہٹ جائے نا چادر کہیں سر سے، نکلا ہے جنازہ کوئی اللہ کے گھر سے، ہاں بھول نہ جانا انہیں کوفے کے مکینوں، ہاں بھول نہ جانا انہیں کوفے کے مکینوں، گزریں گی یہ شہزادیاں اس راہ گزر سے، نکلا رخش اور اصحاب بھی سن پائے نا جس بی بی کی آہٹ، اصحاب بھی سن پائے نا جس بی بی کی آہٹ، سرننگے وہی گزرے گی اس راہ گزر سے، निकला है जनाजा कोई अल्लाह के घर से निकला
Just a friendly, brotherly reminder for tomorrow, main majlis. After the khitab of Hujjatul Islam Maulana's Tabut, Shabi Tabut Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam will be brought out. And we have requested Anjuman Khara ne Zainab, who are going to be here for Matam Lali, inshallah. Allah request Hujjatul Islam Maulana Hadi Sayyid Hadi Yasin to please address the majlis. Salawat pad lijiyega. Nare salawat. I request you please come forward a little so that the sisters are a little conveniently sitting there. Please come forward. May I request you to please come forward?
Shnudiya Muhammad wa ale Muhammad Blandar Salawat.
Thank you.
Hare Digar Salawat.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا حبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأعداء أجمعين من الآن إلى لقاء يوم الدين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. May Allah inshallah accept our prayers, our amal, our fasting, inshallah. And reward us for our presence tonight in this majlis to recite another salawat on Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We thank our Rabb Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this opportunity once again. In a very important night, we're together after inshallah one whole day of ibadah and worshiping Him. Indeed, it's a tawfiq and opportunity from Allah. If you look at yourself, you see how blessed you are. That's the best term to say that Allah gave you the tawfiq. Not only you are in the path of Islam, inshallah, the best of all religions, you are also following and practicing the orders of Him and Islam, alhamdulillah. You're following the Prophet of Islam and Ahlul Bayt, inshallah. And at some nights like this night, you're sitting in the majlis belong to Amir al-Mu'min Imam Ali alayhi salatu wassalam. Which indeed, in reality, Anbiya and Awliya will be the participants in the majlis of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Hussein and Ahlul Bayt. According to our traditions, there is no Nabi, there is no Prophet, unless he cried for Imam Hussein. It's like the Muhr and the seal of Nubuwwah is crying for Imam Hussein. Throughout the whole world, those who live in this dunya, Urafa and those who could see unseen. When they passed away, when they asked them if there was anything else you could do, come back in dunya, what was that? The answer was coming to the majlis of Ahlul Bayt, in the majlis of Ahlul Bayt. Why? They didn't say salat, they didn't fasting. If I look at myself, I realize because my salat and my fasting and all those things might not really help me, right? We're doing it. We're doing it is like a child who's just doing the homework. But is it going to be accepted or not? I don't know. Some of the marad or afazas, we cannot even say that we have 2 rak'at salat and maqbool. I can't even say I have 2 rak'at salat and maqbool. We talk about maqbool or others. We're doing it. There's nothing wrong. You said your salat is inshallah good. They're not going to punish you while you did it. But is it maqbool? Is it accepted? But coming to the majlis of Ahlul Bayt, it's something that at least when we look at our heart, we're coming sincerely because of the love of Ahlul Bayt. I mean, the story of Imam Hassan is saying, even if someone comes with riyal, they would still accept it. What we have to learn and know is more of the ma'arifah towards this opportunity. To have more knowledge and understanding about these opportunities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for us. If really, in reality, we knew the azamah, the importance, the significance of this time and this opportunity that Allah provides for us, we didn't want to get out of this majalis. We didn't want to do anything else besides ibadat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The hadith saying, the dua is saying, Imam Sajjad, manqul from him, Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wassalam, Allahumma arifna ma'rifata fadlih. Ya Allah, teach us the ma'rifah and knowledge of Ramadan. What is Ramadan? Jalala hurmatihi. What is the significance of this month? What is this month? We're so busy and distracted in this dunya. We only see what is around us. Right now, I don't even see what's behind me. We don't know what's going on behind this window. What is going on in this universe, in this alam, that one night of Qadr is better than 80 something years, 1,000 months? What's going on in this world? We don't see it. I understand. Imagine you bring a little kid to the most significant and complex, building or organization or place. You will play around, probably try to find something to amuse himself or herself. That's it, right? You bring someone, a little child, to the most knowledgeable and amazing scholar in this world. He will probably walk around, laugh a little bit, play with him, and goes home, right? Because he doesn't know the hurmah. He doesn't know the significance, the importance of being next to that person or having the opportunity. Some people, they come to this dunya like that little child. Just play a little bit around, buy something, and then the mosque. Time's up, you have to go. What is important here is that as human beings, we love those people that they have power and they respect us. They have power and respect us. It's very interesting. If someone comes to you and wants to explain something to you, goes to the detail. Brother, when you come to the center, first you enter, and then make sure you open the door, and then make sure you put your shoes on, and then you say salam, you say, you're disrespecting me. I know these things, you don't have to go to the details. You just tell me at the beginning what I have to do, I know the rest. That's why we like people to respect us, right? If you go to the detail, you're disrespecting me. I have that much knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He told us something because He respects us. And He is that powerful, the most powerful, all-knowing Rabb that He respects us. He told us one thing. He said, in this month, I want you not to eat and drink. That's it. Because I respect you, I know you get them. Rest. Because if I tell you what else, it's as if I'm disrespecting you. I'm sure you know that I don't mean just these two. I'm respecting you. I know when I tell you not to eat and not drink, it's just the two important things. There are the tickets to come to the ceremony of Allah, beloved of Allah, right? If you're invited to an important ceremony, you have to have a ticket. You have to know that, you know. The ticket to come to the ceremony of Allah, Ramadan, is what? Fasting. Of course this is not enough. But some people, they think the whole Ramadan is what? Alhamdulillah, we're fasting the whole day until the... Very good. But leave that for people who are in the second grade of Iman. Maybe the first graders of Iman, right? How many years are you coming to the Majlis of Amir al-Mu'mineen on the 20th of Ramadan? They still have to be happy that Alhamdulillah, you know, yeah, I just fasted and I came here, and yesterday we have the night of Badr. Not you. Not you. We expect something different from you. You should be different. You should look for something else. We respect you. The ticket is, yes, to control yourself. Sawm al-qalb, hadith manqul from Imam Ali alayhi salatu wassalam. Look at this beautiful hadith. Sawm al-qalb khayrun min sawm al-lisan. Sawm is what? Fasting. The fasting of heart is more important and better than fasting of the tongue. That means it's not just for stomach. All Allah and Jawara and body parts should fast. No? Fasting of heart is more important than fasting of lisan. وَالصَّوْمُ اللِّسَانِ خَيْرٌ مِنْ صِيَامٍ بَاطٍ. Of course, fasting of lisan and tongue is more important than fasting of the stomach. Many people, doctors tell them you should not eat. And they have to get used to this, right? Somehow they have to get used to this now. I'm not underestimating what you're doing. I'm respecting you by having this discussion, that your level is way high, that just abstaining yourself and your stomach from eating and drinking is too low for you. The reason is something else here. إنما فرض الله الصيام ليستولي به الغني والفقير. The richest person in this world you find with the poorest person in front of Allah in Ramadan, both of them shouldn't eat anything. Same time, the same day, they're the same, right? When you go to Hajj, doesn't matter if you're the richest person in the world or you're the poorest, you have the same problem, right? Two little fabrics here and there, that's it. Ramadan is the same thing as well. Doesn't matter what position you have. You're the CEO, you're the PhD, you're so-and-so. In night of Qadr, you sit on the ground, in front of Qibla, you put Quran on top of your head. Ya Allah, I have nothing. I'm poor, I'm faqir, and tumul fuqara Allah. You need your help. I'm desperate. I'm broke. That's mahshar. That is mahshar. In mahshar, what is mahshar? The day of judgment. Everybody is standing next to each other. They're not going to say who has what title. The only thing that distinguishes people is what? Their heart and their niyyah. What is the reason they're sitting, what they want to do, and why they're there. And this opportunities, nights and days that Allah provides for us. People get close to Him, people achieve a lot based on what? Their niyyah and ikhlas and the capacity that they bring towards Allah. Some people keep saying this. Some people at the time of Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they were, you know, in the same city, same area maybe. Once in a while they were going to see Rasulullah, and then, you know, sometimes okay. Some people, they try to go regularly to see him, better than the first group. Some people, they were always with Rasulullah. Salman al-Farsi, Abu Dharr al-Ghifari, Amir al-Mu'mineen. It's up to us how we want to take advantage of the opportunities that we have in this dunya. Are we going to sometimes randomly do something good? Or we want to always be in a good side to get the most out of these opportunities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for us. So, therefore, what I have to look is that now you respected me, Allah. You just told me about don't eat and drink. I know by that you mean I have to control my eyes. I have to control my ears. I know by that you mean my abd, my servant. If I give you the tawfiq to be sitting in this majlis tomorrow in the night of Qadr, I want you to think about one thing. How you improve yourself. How you change your life. Even one thing, just one thing you try to change. When I say change one thing, all of you right now, something should come to your mind. Something about your life, your relation with Allah, I'm sure that it comes to your mind right now. All of us. That down part of my relation with Allah. What is that I have to change? What is that I have to improve? That comes directly to your mind. If it doesn't come, something is wrong. Let me tell you. If as soon as I say something you have to improve, it doesn't come to your mind, something is wrong. You're either ma'soom or something is wrong. So we know that we don't have 15 ma'soom, right? So definitely something is wrong. What is wrong? You might even have time to think about this. Or not here, mashallah, you're all good. Some of them outside. They're so arrogant, they think everything is fine. When the wife says, let's go to someone, talk about this. No, I'm good. You're good. You're crazy. I don't have to talk to someone, right? I'm always good. Oh, I don't even care about these things. I'm just so happy with little things about this dunya. Like that little kid. He's next to the president, for example, just playing around the table, go back and forth. That's up to me. How smart I should be. That Allah says, control your eyes and ears. No, of course, if you're in this opportunity, each opportunity has what? Some rules, some policies. We would not provide opportunities just randomly, right? You see, outside they have the lottery, right? They give a lot, quote unquote. It has policies. You have to know, you have to follow the policies. Even if you want that opportunity, you have to follow the policies. What are the policies of this opportunity that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for us? Before I tell you, and here is a danger spot. Now if I cannot take advantage of this opportunity, now that Allah provides for me, if I cannot take advantage of that, that's going to be dangerous. Then I'm a loser. Because He provides for me. I see it and I can't take it. And the shaghi man harama. The shaghi is the one who would not be forgiven by Allah in this month. You know why? Because it's close to, we say, they are forcing to forgive us. What else do you want? The doors of the rahmat and the blessings of Allah are open. Left and right, they said one ayah of Quran you recite is as the whole Quran recitation in other months. One amal you do, and this is one amal you have farida in this month, it will be equal to 70 something farida in other months. What else do you want? One thing, number one, the policy. Keep yourself away from haram. When Amir al-Mu'minin asked Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what should we do in this month? These are the conditions of even night of Qadr. What should we do? He said, al-wara al-mahari. The most important thing. Keep yourself away from haram. Baraka. Taqwa of Allah. You should know how to control your amal in this. Specifically in this month. What part of my life again is I need to focus. Not only deserve the night of Qadr and deserve the Ramadan, now we have another incentive and another opportunity which belongs to what? Ahlul Bayt, Amir al-Mu'minin wa alayhi. Now we have that as well. Now we have Tawassul as well. Last night, you put Quran on top of your head, and what were you saying? The name of Ahlul Bayt, Taqlay, right? In dua, Dua Kabira. At the end of the dua, it says, Ya Allah, if I couldn't find anything or anyone better than Ahlul Bayt, I would have bring it to you and ask you to help me because of them. If I knew anyone else is better than them, I would have asked you for the sake of them to help me. I don't find anybody else better than these people. Why? Let me tell you. Someone came to Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wasalam. He said, Ya Ali, this horse that you have, you bring to the war, this is not actually a war horse. This doesn't belong to the war. This is what we use at this type of horses to, carry our loads and stuff like that. This is not for. Amir al-Mu'minin looked at him and says, well, I never run away from the war. What is the point of having a very fast horse? Second, if someone is running away, I don't follow them. I don't track them too. It's the same. If someone is running away, let them go. What is the point of having that type of fast? Look at this analogy. At night of Ashura, Imam Hussein, he's turning the lights off before that church. He says, leave me alone. Go. You find your own way. In the history, the commanders, the kings, they usually do something to force their soldiers to stay in the battlefield. Either because their families are there. I was reading the history, one of the kings. He had the soldiers in the boat, right? He connected all the boats together. So if one of the boats catching fire, so the rest will die. So you have to control, each boat they have to control to make sure for the sake of their own life, don't let anything happen. But we say, Moses and says, I don't need you to be here. I don't need your help. You need my help. Tonight we're sitting in Masjid Amir al-Mu'minin. They don't need us. Bismillah, let's go. We need them. We need Amir al-Mu'minin to pray for us tonight. This zikr that we have, this matam that we have and everything, we're hitting our chest with the musibah of Ahlul Bayt. You know why? Someone says, what is it? What is it? What do you say? Why are you hitting your chest? You're Shia, where are you going? Saying nicely. We're tapping on this door to say, hey, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You're in the majlis of Ahlul Bayt. You have to wake up. What are you doing? To understand that Amir al-Mu'minin became shaheed, inshallah tomorrow I'll talk more about this. He became shaheed for the sake of this Quran, this Islam and this Salah that we have. Now it's the time of Salat. I'm sitting and doing nothing because of Amir al-Mu'minin. I'm doing something for Amir al-Mu'minin. He said, Allah, Allah bil Quran, Allah, Allah bil Salat. Allah, Allah bil Salat. I am recommending you towards the end of his life. This wise person, Amir al-Mu'minin, he's saying, I have some recommendation. He's saying his will. That I recommend you to take care of Quran. I recommend you to take care of your Salat. So if I'm not doing that for any reason, I'm not following Amir al-Mu'minin. No matter how I am going to show it I love Amir al-Mu'minin. Huh? Some people exaggerate the love of Amir al-Mu'minin. Ali is son of God. Na'udhu billah, na'udhu billah. They think they love, but Amir al-Mu'minin says they hurt me most. They hurt me, these people, they do mubalagha. They exaggerated me. They hurt me more than anybody else. And he cursed them. So what we have to do is to what? Find this opportunity to follow them. So number one, get away from any of those wrongdoings and sins. And he doesn't have, let me tell you, I see different ages here. There's one difference here. The younger ones, they have more opportunities. Very respectfully, but with all due respect, but younger ones have way more opportunity if they do a little bit compared to older ones. Hadith is saying, when my young servant is standing in front of me and prays, Allah would tell them malaik and angel. Allah, I'm looking for the best word to do not disrespect Allah. Basically, in this hadith, how to translate it. He becomes happy this way. Allah, he becomes happy. Catch my point. That he tells the angels, look, you told me why I created Adam. Look at this young person who's praying. Allah is doing ihtijaj and He's proving His point to angels because of the salat, because of the ibadat of the younger ones. 2 rakat of salat of the younger ones. 2 rakat of salat. The hadith says, I don't know what I'm talking about salat, you just came. The hadith says, when my servant, hadith al-Qudsi says, hadith al-Qudsi means the words are even, the content are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly, not from the Prophet. Hadith is saying, when my servant stands in front of me, he or she prays, I listen so carefully to what they're saying. Ya Allah, you're spoiling me, please. Me, you have the whole world, you listen to me. What are you doing, Ya Allah? You're literally spoiling me. I know what's going on with me. And I know you're not saying anything unless it's the truth. You listen so carefully to me. And he didn't say the salat of awliya and anbiya. No. He said the salat of all my servants. You know what it means. And he says, but when he or she prays, they're so distracted as if they have many gods. You're standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows what you're doing. He knows the position. You're sitting here tonight. He doesn't know. He invited you, inshallah, to be here in this masjid. You'll be sitting here. If you have the tawfiq, you in the musibat of Amir ibn al-Bayt, you cry a little bit, so he doesn't know. The second step is to recognize your deficiencies. Is to know exactly what you have to work on and what is the mission and what exactly you have to work on. We have 2 more nights of that, which according to our traditions, the night of 21st is more important than the night of 19. The night of 23rd is more important than all nights. We have the most important opportunity. So it's up to us how we want to take advantage of this opportunity. As we keep saying, if, each Ramadan, only one thing, one issue we can take care of, one issue we can fix. You see that throughout the life, how many Ramadan we have. I'm really bringing it down. The whole Ramadan, one issue. But even in the whole Ramadan, one issue I fix it. If I have issue with my family, if I have issue with my in-laws, if I have issue with my neighbors, if I have some family issues that we see all the time, here's the result. Here's what I'm going to say. The life should be changed in Ramadan, even physically. There is a physical change in your schedule. You don't go to take your lunch anymore. Maybe if you're at work, you stay at work or you do something else. There's a change in your schedule. Every night you come to the center. You're so spiritual. You're so dear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You become like angels, as I always say. Keep coming to the masjid. Always angels are all around Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You keep coming to the masjid, keep around the salat, keep around the dua. How beautiful it is, right? We need to make this change that people look at us in akhlaq and in behavior says, what happened to you? Those who didn't see us, or one says, what happened to you? You changed. Something is changed. What happened? Nothing happened. It's just Ramadan. I'm just changing. I'm a different person. Then when my family looks at me, when my children look at me, when my parents look at me and says, what's going on? Change. Where's that big issue? Ramadan, of course. These opportunities. One night better than 1,000 months. What did you expect? If they invite me to a restaurant, it's a buffet, and says, eat whatever you want. You don't go help yourself. If I can't get enough and good, I'm really a loser from the food perspective, right? Everything is provided for me. I just go there and take something. In Ramadan, all the blessings of Allah are on different dishes in front of you. Take whatever you want. If I can't get one, where else? When do we have any other time that this is because of those blessings time? So I have the opportunity. A few hours. We're towards the end of Ramadan, by the way, right? As I said last night, in the last 10 days of Ramadan, Rasulullah remove this bed. He says, that's not for time for sleep. I will have time, other months to sleep as well. Is it time to take advantage of this opportunity? Therefore, inshallah, each of us, we focus on this aspect, that Allah, how much He respects us, the mercy of Allah, the blessings of Allah, that tonight I'm sitting here because of the muhabbah and the love of Allah that I'm sitting in this majlis. If He didn't love me, I don't know if I could be here. He has special, inshallah, attention and blessings upon us. Specifically, again and again, younger ones. Specifically. We know they could be somewhere else. We decided to be here. First of all, you decided to be here. Even your decision, inshallah, is because Allah helped you to make that decision, right? إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Right? Even your decision comes because He wanted you to be here, inshallah. So it's now that I'm here, inshallah, tonight, tomorrow. It's all about what? Take the most out of this. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammadin wa ajil farajah. How blessed we are to know Amir al-Mu'mineen, to mention the name of Amir al-Mu'mineen, to mention the name. How much tawfiq we have, that we even have the tawfiq to say Ya Amir. The perfect being that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He created. That He is our role model. He is our example in life. We want to become someone like Him. We're putting Him in front of us. This is the way. This is what we have to see. Perfect personality from all aspects. Tonight, when the orphans of Kufa, they have seen that no one is knocking on the door of their house. They just realized who was the guy who was coming every night and was knocking on the door and was bringing food. Up until then, many of them, they didn't know that Ali brings food for them. He didn't have to tell them. He was covering himself. He was covering his face. When they saw no one is knocking on the door, they realized, we heard that Ali, something happened. They heard that the tabib and the doctor told them that. I said, is there anything good for our Mawla Ali to bring for him? The tabib and the doctor says, yes, a bowl of milk is good for him. A bowl of milk for Ali. The history is saying that behind the door of the house of Amir al-Mu'mineen, they saw all the orphans. They made their line. Each of them, they have a bowl of milk. They're staying, they're waiting. What are you doing here? They told us that milk is good for our Mullah, and we brought milk for Mullah. What is it? Who is he? We thought he was our father. Huh? They were calling him father. We don't want to miss our father. We became yatim once. We don't want to become yatim again. And Ali, not the orphans, Kufa became yatim. All this ummah and all these brothers and sisters, all of us who became yatim tonight as well. Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, who are you? Give us a little bit of that muhabbah and love to us so we know you, who you were and who you are, Ya Ali. They brought Amir al-Mu'mineen to the house. Amir al-Mu'mineen on the bed laying down. The tabib came to Imam Hassan. Tabib, after he take a look at the head of Amir al-Mu'mineen, he came out of the room and he said, who is the biggest son, the oldest son? Imam Hassan came outside. He said, what I see in the head of your father, there is no hope in him. He's not going to get better. Get ready for the marasim of Isal al-Sabah and funeral of Ali. It was around that moment probably when they said, everyone leaves, go home. We don't need anyone. Inshallah, just pray for Ali that he will get better. They told everyone who were standing outside, everyone left. is a guy called Asbagh ibn Nubata. He sat down next to the door of the house of Ali on the ground. Imam Hassan came out, says, Asbagh ibn Nubata, we told you leave. He says, oh John, I want to leave but I cannot leave. I have to see Ali one more time. He insisted behind the door of the house of Ali. Tonight you have to insist. Ya Ali, can you open the door please? I am disappointed, Ya Ali. I am desperate. I failed all this time. Open the door. Help me so I'll get connected to Allah, Ya Ali. Ali, I'm not going to leave this majlis unless you open the door. Asbagh ibn Nubata, he didn't leave. Imam Hassan went inside, told Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ya Ali, your father, he is not leaving. Imam says, bring him inside. One time, Imam says, bring him inside. We're going to stay at this door until Imam says, come to this house. Let me help you. Asbagh ibn Nubata came inside. He said, they wrap a yellow handkerchief around the head of Ali. I don't know which one was more yellow, the face of Ali or the handkerchief. Because of that poison already working the body of Ali. The biggest musibah, I'll finish with this inshallah, that it is for myself. The biggest musibah is in this part. Amir al-Mu'mineen is, on his deathbed. He's looking around, he's seeing everyone around. Zainab Salamullah alayha on one corner, Imam Hassan on one side, Imam Hussein on one side, all the children of Zahra around. All of a sudden Amir al-Mu'mineen, he's looking, he says, where is my Abbas? Where is he? I don't see Abbas. They went outside, they said, the narration says, we saw Abbas, he put his head against the wall and he is crying. He is crying for his father. Abbas, come inside, your father is calling you. Why you didn't come inside? He said, I saw all children of Zahra around the bed, I wanted to respect them. I told you, he's so sensitive about this topic that his mother was not Zahra. He always wished that his mother was Zahra. If you want to take something from Bab al-Hawaj tonight, tell him, Ya Abbas, for the sake of your mother tonight, take a look at our masjid. Amir al-Mu'mineen says, Abbas, come here, my whole wasiyah tonight is with you. What happened? He put the hand of Hussein in the hands of Abbas. Abbas, I am not in Karbala, take care of your brother. Usually it's opposite. The little child, the older one is the one who will take care of the little one, right? Now in the history of Ali is different. Abbas, you take care of your older brother. Hassan is not there, Zahra is not there. Abbas John, don't forget to help your brother Hussein. Let me finish with this, Ya Ali, to tell you, he kept his promise until the last moment that he fell down from the horse on the ground. His head was broken like you. He doesn't have a hand in his body. His beautiful eyes are gone. More important for him, the water is gone as well. At the moment that he says, Ya Akha Adrik Akha. Hussein, come. Hussein, I'm taking the last moment of my life. Oh, my brother, come and help me. The only time that he called Hussein, oh, my brother. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد في دعاء إن شاء الله نجد لي في الموتى Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, بحق Amir al-Mu'mineen, hasten in the hood of his son Imam Mahdi. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, give us tawfiq to be among the true followers of our Imam. Ya Allah, help us in this Ramadan to be able to change. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, the best of khairat and favors and na'amat and blessings that you give to best of yourself and give to his brothers and sisters. Ya Allah, give them all khair hajat, those who are sick, heal them, those who passed away, send the thawab and reward out of this majlis, inshallah. Inshallah, have the zikr of Ali and get ready. Ya Ali, 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 Ya Ali,
حیدر مولا
یا علی مولا
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 حیدر مولا
یا علی
ہلکا بنا لیجیے پلیز ہلکا بنا لیں
قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ 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 آئے روئے کی نماز اپنے آئے روئے کی نماز اپنے نمازی کو صدا قتل قبلہ ہوا
جزاک اللہ
خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ آئے روئے کی نماز اپنے آئے روئے کی نماز اپنے نمازی کو صدا قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ اور خون نہایا سجدہ نہ رہا وہ جسے پڑھتی تھی مصلی پہ نماز نہ رہا وہ جسے پڑھتی تھی مصلی پہ نماز اب پڑھتا ہے مصلی پہ سر اپنا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ کیا سحر ہو گئی ضربت کی گھڑیاں پہنچی کیا سحر ہو گئی ضربت کی گھڑیاں پہنچی جھڑتی نہیں ہارے سر بیٹی پردہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ آئے روئے کی نماز اپنے آئے روئے کی نماز اپنے نمازی کو صدا قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ سورہ فتح کی آنکھوں سے ٹپکتا تھا لہو سورہ فتح کی آنکھوں سے ٹپکتا تھا لہو آئے جس وقت کے گلیوں میں تجھے کھینچا گیا قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ آئے روئے گی نماز اپنی آئے روئے گی نماز اپنی نمازی کو صدا قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ تیری مظلومی پہ جب روتا ہے تیرا ہی جلال تیری مظلومی پہ جب روتا ہے تیرا ہی جلال عرش و کرسی سے ہے آتی تیرے گریے کی صدا قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ نہ رہا وہ جسے پڑھتی تھی مصلی پہ نماز نہ رہا وہ جسے پڑھتی تھی مصلی پہ نماز اب پڑھتا ہے مصلی پہ سر اپنا سجدہ قتل قبلہ ہوا اور خون نہایا سجدہ قتل قبلہ یعنی مولا 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 یعنی
اللہ آپ کو سلامت رکھے ماشاءاللہ
السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا نبي الله السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى أم المؤمنين السلام عليك يا أبا محمد الحسن بن علي السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين السلام عليكم يا تسعة المعصومين من ذرية الحسين السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن السلام عليك يا إمام إنسي والجان سيدي عجل الله تعالى فرجك فسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك ورحمة الله وبركاته
Brothers and sisters, I've been asked to remind you again that tomorrow night we're going to have whole night Amal, and on 23rd Ramadan also we're going to have all night Amal, and of course Sehri will